Extra Time with Robert Marawa and Bolele. Powered by Heineken. Because not every sporting moment ends with the final whistle.
Yeah, we couldn't wait, guys. We couldn't wait, and welcome to it. Welcome to Extra Time, powered by Klipdrift, as well as Heineken 0.0. Tonight, we're going to be wrapping up the Premier Padel Pretoria Tournament. A week of winners, I believe. Underdogs and unforgettable vibes. Now, the champions, well, they lifted that trophy in fine style, but it was the newcomers, for me, who stole our hearts. They provided, paddle. It's a sport where anybody can literally shine. So Pretoria came alive. We were there, Bolele, to witness it all. And one can't argue about the power, the strength of the sport, no matter how new it is in South Africa.
Absolutely. And just how advanced a lot of people in other countries are playing paddle, and how we are just like, yo. Can we keep up at this stage, I think if there's one thing that is to be mentioned is how the Spanish and the Argentinians play paddle. I witnessed them when I was watching, and I was just like, sheesh, man. There are moments where they were even running out of the court to hit the ball back into the court, and the game continues.
I was confused. I'm like, how's the guy running off the court?
Exactly.
Or is it just a case of that's the way the game is played, and there's very little room in the court to actually express yourself?
Yeah.
So that stood out for me as well. It was like, wow, okay, so you can actually do that.
Yeah. There were these young ones that were playing as well. And in the beginning, they seemed like, oh, man, they were just not nailing it. And then towards the end, when they saw, it's crunch time, they really came through. I think it was the Spanish guys, Javi Liel and Fran Guerrero.
Yes.
They played absolutely amazingly well. And I was just like, damn.
And what I love, though, off the court, it really proved again the thing that we've been hopping on for so many weeks here on Extra Time is that paddle's literally for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you are chasing those very same points that you're talking about, or just, bringing those dad jokes as well as fire vibes, different skills, different fitness levels in one court, it didn't really matter. And that's why paddle is, guys, growing so fast. I mean, it's a social occasion. It is inclusive, and that's always better with the Heineken 0.0, which we saw lots of last week.
Absolutely, and enjoyed lots of last week. But look, I mean, you actually don't need to be a pro to belong in the sport of paddle. I think a lot of people that were there were just speaking about the connection amongst people. They were just speaking about, obviously, experiencing a new level of paddle as well, but more so the conversations that were taking place off the court. Anna and Ethan had quite a bit to say.
Honestly, as a spectator, I really enjoyed the Premier P1 paddle experience. The atmosphere was really good. There was great energy around the event, and you could really feel the excitement from the players and everyone supporting them. I thought the event was well organized and there was a lot happening, so you never really felt bored throughout the week. Overall, it was a really enjoyable experience, and I would definitely come back and support it again. Thank you,
The
P1.
Paddle P1 was definitely worth it. I am so glad that I actually went to go watch it live in action. I never thought it would be such a memorable experience. The vibes were good, the food was good, the people, and especially the paddle itself. Learned a lot of things, saw a lot of things. Absolute vibe. Definitely next time that Paddle P1 comes to South Africa, I'm definitely going to be there. And I think it was just an honorable experience. And everyone that was involved, the sponsorships, the people, the staff, it was just a great experience all in general.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice one, Anna and Ethan. I mean, they're giving a first-hand experience like it was, for me, a first-hand experience. And I can say the very same thing. I mean, he talks about the food. I remember just taking a walk around, and I saw a lot of restaurants that are top-notch when it comes to what South Africans do love.
Yep.
I would mention them by name, but I won't because I'll be giving, free advertising. So it's not going to happen. But whatever you love as South Africans, as far as restauranting is concerned, or just takeaways, it was there.
It definitely was there.
Yeah.
It definitely was there. And I think, a particular thing that a lot of people are raising when it comes to paddle, more so when you're playing it socially, is finding partners.
Hey.
Oh, people are struggling to find partners. I've also struggled from time to time. I'm on Instagram. I'm just like, who wants to go play a game of paddle?
And there's nobody.
There's nobody. But what I've come to realize is that Playtomic, the app that you use to either book a court or to make sure that you are well equipped for your game of paddle actually gives you the option to connect with other paddle players that are finding themselves in a similar situation, which then makes it absolutely amazing. So if you are an individualist at this paddle game, which is like a side eye that's coming away from me, then hey man, worry not. There are people that you can definitely find on the Playtomic app that can, help you with playing the game, and of course you can get acquainted with and further enjoy the sport.
All right, so Playtomic, guys. So everybody that's been sending us messages and saying, how do we find, playing partners? They have it. Bolele has just broken it down for us. Playtomic from tomorrow. It's going to be in the building. Tomic, God, it's like an atom bomb. It's going to arrive just like that. Open match on Playtomic. There's also Heineken. That'll give you, 2 free Heineken?
Yes.
0.0s?
Yep.
When you buy 2 at the bar?
Yep.
That's paddle. That's what we call socializing.
Exactly, which is what makes the sport a whole lot better. Definitely is what makes the sport a whole lot better. So do the right thing. If you're maybe looking for something to do over the weekend, book a match. And you never know who you could come across that could come bearing gifts.
And Tina, we always do, hey? That's one thing about Extra Time. We always bake gifts. So for now, just simply download, guys. Download Playtomic, join that community, and keep that paddle vibes rolling. That's all I can say for now, though, because on the one side, Heineken 0.0 are doing their things. On the other hand, because last week we did hint, though, that Klipdrift are making a mark for themselves. Why? Because rugby is in the house.
We have to talk about last weekend's game. Before we get there, though, we don't come without gifts. We always come bearing gifts. So here's your chance, right? For your chance to win one of 3 cases, or 3 cases rather, of Heineken, phone in and tell us which stadium is the Springboks playing the All Blacks on the 22nd of August. All right?
That's next week.
For 3 cases of Heineken, it is next week.
Yeah.
Rugby's biggest rivalry is going to be taking place. But where? At which stadium? Let us know on 066-381-8609. You stand a higher chance at winning if you send through those voice notes. You're also welcome to call on 011-8838-947.
The game after the game, Extra Time with Robert Marawa and Bolele. Powered by Klipdrift on 947.
Not for persons under the age of 18.
We're riding down the boulevard. We're riding through the dark night. We're half a tank and empty heart.
It's Duke Dumont with Ocean Drive on 947.
Extra time with Robert Marawa and Bolele. Powered by Klipdrift. Because not every sporting moment ends with the final whistle.
Oh man, the lines are going crazy. Thank you so much, guys, that do phone in. Do send us a voice note. Well, as we move now from paddle courts to rugby fields. I mean, rugby's greatest rivalry means two things. Epic rugby plus brandy. They can't be separated, man. And it only makes sense, though, that South Africa's most legendary tournament is sponsored by the most legendary tasting brandy, which is Klipdrift.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they have just made a new unveiling, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
100%.
they have unveiled a limited edition 10-year-old. Right?
Yeah.
All
Imagine.
in celebration of South Africa's 4 Rugby World Cup victories. They have made that unveiling. So I figured, no, man, let's make this prize giving a little extra nice. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to add
Yes.
that bottle of Klipdrift.
10-year-old.
Yes. And the 3 cases of Heineken.
To one individual.
To one individual, should they answer the question correctly.
That is crazy.
Okay, I'm breaking rules here. Heineken, Klipdrift, forgive me.
Let's break the rules. Let's pop it in. The limited edition, guys. You heard it from Bolele. Limited edition, 10-year-old, which is honoring the teams, all the triumphs, and the pride that brought the nation together. I mean, each bottle commemorates one of the Springboks' historic wins. It's as simple as that. So we're adding that on, plus the 3 cases of Heineken. And that's all you're going to do is phone and tell us which stadium is the Springboks playing the All Blacks on the 22nd of August, 2026.
Absolutely. 011 8838 947. You're also welcome to send your voice notes to 066 3818 609. Can we just recap the game that was last weekend? The Springboks versus Argentina.
Yeah.
You know, last week when I had mentioned what Coach Rassi had said,
Yes.
I then saw it in full view and I was just like, oh no, he was right.
Yes.
He was right to sort of say, hey, we don't know if we are going to win this. We literally can't be pompous walking into this game because I've literally just brought on a couple of my injured players or those that have recovered from injury. So we need to see their form and see if they actually really are good for the game. And we just made it.
There was a stage where I was like, what's going on here? You know, what's happening? Are the guys' minds maybe on the All Blacks? Because that's also a problem.
Yeah.
Bolele, remember when you've just come back from injury?
Yeah.
And then now you're playing an Argentinian side that might just decide whether you get chosen for the starting 15 or you start off on the bench or not. And then maybe you're playing, but you're not playing 110%. You're playing so that maybe you avoid the injury,
Yeah.
so that you don't miss out on the
Yeah.
game against the All Blacks.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult one. And I suppose the players are also human. They would love
the end of it.
nothing
Yeah.
else but to
Yeah.
be at that stadium that we're asking the question about for tonight. They want to be there from the first match day because how often will rugby's greatest rivalry come around? And a lot of them are towards the end of their careers. So you're absolutely right. There was a moment where you were just like, what's going on?
Yeah, are we sure we've got
Yeah.
this? Which then brings about the question, and I want to pose this one to you, right? How well do you think we will then play against the All Blacks?
I mean, the game that they played, what was it? Actually, this public holiday has also messed with my mind. But when they were playing against the Hollywood Bets Sharks
Yes.
2 days ago, it was a clean sweep. You know, Sharks didn't even score.
They didn't score.
They didn't score.
And that was scary, right? And we know that they're playing four test games before the actual game.
They're going to be playing at Loftus this coming Saturday. So then next week it's the big one. So they've tested the waters, Stormers, Sharks,
Yes,
the
yes.
Bulls coming up over the weekend. Actually saw them at their team hotel yesterday. They just arrived, coming through from Durban. That's a national team that everybody fears, Bolele, worldwide.
Yeah.
So when you see
That's
them,
why we all go running to that stadium
You want
to
to
watch
be
it
there.
in action. Yeah.
I mean, 2 of the 3 stadia already sold out in terms of the tickets. But all I'm saying is that whatever they did against the Sharks, they broke it down to just being clinical with hand, clinical with foot, clinical with just ball handling. they were, for me, almost the complete product. They just like waiting.
Sure.
They could play the Springboks this coming weekend and they could really lay down the marker. But it's exciting, though, for all of these franchises. You could hear, the players saying afterwards, wow, what a privilege to have played against the All Blacks. So it brings that element as well to say, yeah, sure, we'll play against the Bokke, but let's warm it up a little bit. So that gets the crowd going. Tease here and there.
Get the blood running. Look, man, if there's one thing that we are also quite keen on seeing how it's going to unfold is the same but Clippies campaign, right? So they've been searching nationwide for Springbok lookalikes to form a full 23-man Bok double team. So 15 strong contenders have already been found. And now we're just looking for the final 8 spots to be filled, all right? So the content is quite legendary. You need to head on over to the Klipdrift Instagram page to see it. They are also training, please, all right? Check it out. It's actually hilarious. And speaking of the greatest rivalry, a rugby scribe, Tando Mqoli, actually shared his insights on the upcoming tour.
The New Zealanders are back in South Africa for another full tour. A full tour which will see midweek action and weekend action, test nations, the best of the test nations coming together once again. I remember the last time Sean Fitzpatrick played a full tour against the Springboks. They won that one 2-1. Back in 1996, when some of us were still in primary school, looking forward to this one. There are many similarities. These guys are coming to South Africa to take on the world champions, just like they did back then. They're also coming into South Africa under a new coach. Dave Rennie has shown that he has gone back to the traditions and the things that make the All Blacks great. We are great at the moment. We are back-to-back champions, 4-time world champions. Under Coach Erasmus, under Coach Rassie Erasmus, we have shown that we can beat the best in the world.
You know, if there's one thing I love about us, is our optimism. If there's one thing, and you can tell that he's feeling like, hey, don't tell me about anything else, please. If there's one thing that I know, is that we are 4-time world champions. So
and
can't
back
tell
to
us.
back.
Back to back, exactly.
And back to back with the captain, back to back with the coach.
Exactly.
So why mess with us, guys? Hey, why mess with us? I love that. And like you rightfully say, that South Africans, when it comes to rugby, my goodness, it's like there are people that I know whose kids go to bed wearing the Springbok jersey.
Yes. To
Then
wake
they
up
wake
the next morning.
The next morning,
Yeah.
still clothed in that.
Yeah.
And they say, "Konja, where are we going
We're
to
not
the
even
stadium?"
worried about bathing.
No, we'll bath after the
we are
game.
going. Man, look, this is going to be quite interesting. We're definitely looking forward to that game unfolding. But in the midst of that, we come bearing gifts, man. There has been a special Klipdrift bottle that has recently been revealed, right? It, of course, celebrates South Africa's 4 Rugby World Cup victories. And Klipdrift decided that, man, we are unveiling a limited edition 10-year-old. All right? And I'm just like, no, man, we can't just talk about it and not have you get a taste of that bottle, please. All right?
You can even keep it for another 10 years.
Absolutely.
Don't
Which
open
makes
it.
it even more valuable, please.
You'll be a 20-year-old in 10 years.
Exactly.
And you maybe just want to trade it off and somebody will buy it for the same amount that you bought your house for.
Exactly. I want investment. Don't say we never plug you here, okay? So we are going to give you that bottle plus 3 cases of Heineken if you answer this question correctly. All right. Which stadium is the Springboks playing the All Blacks on the 22nd of August? 011 88 38 947. I am just going to click a button here and we are going to hope for the best. We are just going to hope that we will be speaking to the right person. All right. Random call. Let's see who we've got on the line. Colin, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm good, and you, Bolele?
Oh, I'm fantastic. You sound excited already, my brother.
I am, because I'm talking to you, and obviously you got my legend there, Rob. Loving your show, bud.
Thanks, Colin. Thank you so much, man. Be part of Extra Time every week. Tell your friends about it who don't know what to do after 7 o'clock. Are you excited about this one?
Very, very excited, especially about the game that's coming up against the All Blacks.
You going?
Was trying Rob tickets, no more. So, yeah, it's just going to be the TV.
Okay, but you can go to Loftus this weekend.
Yeah, certainly. That's going to be another big one. We're all looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's a plug. Bolele's dangling some niceties here, man. Do you know exactly what you will win if you get the answer right.
Yeah, I heard something about a bottle of Klipdrift.
No,
and,
not just a bottle, Colin. Whoa. Colin, a bottle is a bottle. Here we're talking about a 10-year-old limited edition.
Please.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Not a bottle, Colin, come now.
Apologies, Rob.
So now that we've corrected that, Bolele is waiting. I mean, she's holding this limited edition bottle. It's something crazy. If I were you, I would stash it there in your room divider there at home, stare at it for the next 10 years.
For someone special like you to come around.
You know the story, man. We come for a nice braai.
Hey, I like your game, man.
He's warming us up nicely.
All right, let's see if you're going to get your hands on this bottle, yeah? But that's not all, now. We're also going to include 3 cases of Heineken. So tell us, where is this biggest rivalry, biggest rugby game happening at? All right, Springboks versus All Blacks. Which stadium will they be playing at?
It can only be Ellis Park.
Oh, my brother! Oh man, look, you might not be going to the game, but you have just scored yourself the ultimate prize, my dude. Limited edition 10-year-old Klipdrift and cases of Heineken. Oh, please, it's a treat. It's a treat. Congratulations. It's all yours.
Just have ice,
wow,
man.
That sounds so nice. It's even... It even sounds more nice with you and Rob at the studio. I mean, really, I love the guy. You know, back at Super Sports up until now, I've followed him all over.
Man.
He's my legend.
Colin. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you making legendary radio here with Bolele every single Thursday from 7 o'clock on Extra Time. Enjoy the special treat, boss. You're going to just need to have ice in a cold fridge and a couple of friends that you trust not to take your bottle.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks, Colin.
Oh, man. These are the times where I'm just like, just for today, can I not work here so that I can enter the competition and grab my hands on that bottle? Woo!
They're making it crazy. You know, Klipdrift, Heineken, guys, thank you very, very much indeed. And, well, we wrap things up as far as rugby is concerned. Let me just tell you that, time for Before You Paddle. We can't drop that feature because a lot of you have spoken about it. You've talked to me even off air about it, which is your weekly segment where, we give you tips on how to be a paddle pro. Look at me talking about being a paddle pro. Now, this week's tip is not only is the ball allowed to bounce off the wall, so are you. It's as simple as that. Use the walls. Use your body. Keep that rally alive. That's all you got to do. Just keep it alive. Not only is the ball allowed to bounce off the wall, so are you.
So are you. Listen, you can climb on that wall if you want.
Yeah. What is Lionel Richie? Dancing on the ceiling.
On the ceiling. Man. Listen, it is about creativity, hustle, and fun. If you are struggling to find your feet, the walls will help you find your feet, man. They literally will help you stay in the game, man.
I've enjoyed tonight, guys. I've enjoyed it so much. So much fun. So many callers that were calling through. Make this a habit every single Thursday. Do join us on the Heineken 0.0. It is Extra Time. It's Klipdrift as well, part of the family from paddle champions that we've discussed, to rugby legends. And that's why tonight proves once again that sport is simply about community. It's about the culture. It's about connection as well. And with Klipdrift and Heineken 0.0, these rivalries, we can certainly say, Bolele, they taste legendary. And the refreshment never stops. And Colin, good luck to you, my friend.
Send the invite. We'll be there, brother. See you next week.
Your weekly sporting debrief, powered by Heineken. Extra Time with Robert Marawa and Bolele on 947.